my empowered friends. Welcome to Divine Empowerment with Susie. It's me, your girl, Susie. I did not film yesterday. What was yesterday? What is today? Let's figure this out. I think I had the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. Okay, today's the 6th. Yesterday was the 5th. So on the 4th, and y'all know I really don't like taking calls or text messages, answering text messages from crew services, because they always text me first. And I don't have to answer. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So they text me on the 4th and let me know that I would be sitting ready reserve on the 5th for PM. Cool, I accepted it because I knew, and this is the beginning of a 5-day reserve stretch. And so I knew that I was gonna be sitting right. And so I didn't really go over this in the last video, but typically when I'm on reserve, if it's the first day of a 5-day stretch, I have to pack my suitcase. I'm going to pack my suitcase because there's a possibility that they could call me for a trip. If it is the last day of my reserve, like last time in the video, I had 2 days left, and they call me and tell me that I'm going for an overnight, I'm gonna pack. Well, they tell me to sit ready reserve. I'm going to pack for an overnight. So I'm only gonna take my tote bag and roll up my uniform and stick it in the side of my toiletry bag, and then I'm gonna put all my toiletries and my makeup in a Ziploc bag and put that on the side of that. So I went ahead and packed once they had contacted me and told me that I would be sitting ready reserve. And so even if it's the 2nd day, of a 5-day stretch of reserve, I'm going to pack because there's a possibility that I could be gone, for a trip. Only if it's like an overnight, like the next day is my last day of reserve, will I pack that tote bag. So anywho, I went ahead and packed my bag, and then about 11, 12, something like that, they text me again. And I knew it, I was in the bed. I was like, they didn't change my schedule. Hopefully they giving me a trip. And they did. I am in Savannah currently. We got here last night about 11. Yesterday, when I tell y'all that last trip, when you have good trips, it makes you appreciate them more, because in the world of aviation, shit happens. Delays. New York, whenever there's weather, there's gonna be a delay. And of course, a lot of our trips are out of New York, LaGuardia, JFK. So from the rip, we were delayed. So the plane was late coming to us to Cincinnati from Newark, or New York. And report time was 10:49 a.m., but we didn't leave out until 12:30. Excuse me. So, pause. This is a sandwich I made at home, because although I'm in Savannah, I'm not able to go to 2 cracked eggs. We'll get to that in a minute. But Starbucks has this egg sandwich, which is mozzarella and pesto. It is so good. I did not have the mozzarella, but I had the pesto, and I had the ciabatta bread from Trader Joe's. Y'all, this is so good, so soft, and you get 4 of them for $1.99 at Trader Joe's. Okay, thank me later. Where was I? Oh, I can't go to 2 cracked eggs because I'm trying to go to Hawaii in 2 weeks. I already booked my flight home because we were awarded 2 free tickets, or 2 flight positive space tickets for the crowd strike. So I said I want to use one for a return flight from Hawaii, because a lot of the times you can get to Hawaii, but a lot of people have trouble getting back home. But yeah, so I don't want to spend any money. I want to enjoy Hawaii. So, and I've had 2 cracked eggs, so it's not a big deal. So needless to say, this trip I won't be doing anything. It's an overnight in Savannah. Again, we got like 17 hours here. Tonight we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Tomorrow we're in Rochester, and I won't be able to go to the barbecue. I don't think we have a lot of time in Rochester anyway though, because y'all know I would go and get my fried green tomatoes, okay? But yeah, yesterday, so we were basically delayed all evening except the flight home. The flight to layover, so that was good. Once we got to LaGuardia, we were able to sit and eat and just get a breather. So I'm gonna do a video for all those aspiring flight attendants, because what I've learned being a flight attendant, and so many people say, oh, you seem like you've done this before, right? You seem like you've been a flight attendant before. And it's like, no, I've had the life experiences that have prepared me for this, journey. So I don't get frustrated, because God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, took me through seasons of patience. I can be calm in emergencies, even though I haven't had to deal with that, because I lost my baby. My baby was killed. I just wrote a poem yesterday that's saying, I had to keep it together, because I've never had anybody that I could really break down to, because my breaking was something that they reveled in, but that's a poem that's going in Dear Universe. So, but yeah, so, and that's what I kind of told them that's what I told them at the interview. I just feel like every job, all my life experiences have, led me to this career. So, that's why I guess it comes naturally, because I don't allow people to intimidate me, even if they get upset. And then yesterday I had a passenger that got upset with me because I wouldn't let her keep her rollerboard under the seat, even though there wasn't anybody in 12. She is a million miler, but still, like, rollerboards go in the bins, and if it cannot fit in the bin, you're going to check that bag, regardless if you don't like that or not. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you for being a million miler, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta check that bag. I can't just let you put the bag up under there and then have other passengers say, oh, you let her put, no. The rules are the rules, and that's one thing about me, like, I'm gonna have fun with this job, but when I'm on that aircraft, the rules are the rules. If they tell you don't plug your phone in the socket, don't, and I see you do it, I'm gonna say something about it. If they tell us don't pour coffee and sodas down the drain, and I see you doing it, I'm gonna say something about it, whether you like it or not. Call me mean if you want to, but when I'm on this aircraft, safety is safety, rules are rules. I did the same thing on the bus. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell my students that y'all could say that I'm mean or whatever, but I care about y'all safety. First and foremost, I care about my safety too. So yeah, I am gonna say something about it, because you being a senior, no, you're not supposed to do that. So you can go back and complain and say I'm mean, I'll take that. I'll take that. Same way I operate in my mentoring business. You could call me mean if you want to, because I'm not gonna sit up there and be like, no, you got one time to miss. You don't want this healing as much as I want it for you. I'm not about to sit up here and waste my time. Same way in a relationship. Either you come knowing what you want and you do what it takes, or you can leave me alone. That's why I'm okay single. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I deserve now. And I'm not going to accept bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so two legs today, 2 legs tomorrow. Flights aren't as full today, so that's a good thing. I think I'm pretty much empty in first class on one of these loads, but that could change, we'll see. But yeah, so it's about 10 o'clock here. Report time is not until, I think van time is like 3 today. Today's another late day, so I think we get in Charlotte about 10:22, I think so. So yeah, so I will check in with y'all later once I get to the hotel and get undressed, and I will let y'all know how my day went. So you might not get footage from this one, and I do have another 4-day stretch of reserve that will be, so I come back from this one, so I had 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, that was mine. And so now I'm on 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then right now they have me on home reserve, but y'all know they could use me on that day. But then I have the 10th, 11th, 12th off, and then I'm back on the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. So if I get another trip, I will let y'all know. You know, when I first started, I was like, I don't want to go to mainline, because I do appreciate all the time that I have off with my company. In the same sentence, when I'm off, I miss flying. And there's so much more variety with mainline. So with that being said, and you know, there's different mainlines out there, you know, but I think I will apply for my mainline because of the fact that you only have 6 days a month of reserve. They give you a line right off the bat. So whenever they open their applications, I am going to apply, and we'll see what happens. I know I haven't been with my company for 2 years, but because it is with that company and I have had my customer service scores, they've seen that. So, and they see what kind of employee I am. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, finish my coffee, which is not 2 cracked eggs coffee, but I'm thankful for it. And my mock Starbucks egg sandwich. So I will see y'all in the next video. Empowered friends, how are y'all doing this morning? It is December 7th and it is 9:42 a.m. I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I had a really weird and bad dream. I wrote it down in my journal, and then I went back to bed about 6:45. So I'm up right now. As you can see, I have my Medicube mask on. I'm gonna get up, take this mask off, and go downstairs and eat some breakfast. I didn't film anything last night because by the time, you know, we get in late, so by the time we get in and I get showered and everything put up and changed, I'll be ready to lay it down. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this room tour and go ahead and remove this mask and go downstairs and eat me some breakfast. And I don't think that I'm gonna do anything. I'm not doing anything. on this trip, because like I said before, I am trying to go to Hawaii and really enjoy myself in Hawaii, you know, because as a first year flight attendant, I really don't make a whole lot of money. So, you know, I can't do something every time I go on layover. And I purposely did not bring a change of clothes or, I mean, I don't want to say a change of clothes, outside clothes or shoes, because I didn't even want to, you know, tempt myself. Especially because we're going to be in Rochester tomorrow too, and I could go to diners for a barbecue. All right, let me go ahead and get up and get y'all this tour.
can hear me over my heating system, but I am at home. Today is December 8th. It is about 6:05 p.m. So I called off this last day because last night, now it started in Savannah, and I don't know if it's because I wore the trench coat instead of wearing my bubble coat and my hat, because I didn't have a hat on this trip. And it's been cold. You know, it's winter time, so it's getting cold. Well, almost winter, but it's getting cold out there. So I'm gonna say in Savannah, I started feeling like I was having a sore throat, and I try to keep some decongestion pills on me in my makeup bag, and I had two. So I took one in Savannah, and then I took one in Charlotte. And then yesterday when we got to Rochester, oh my goodness, like, and I'm still like, I feel chilly, my neck hurt, my head hurt, I got a cough. So I called off probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 something a.m., something like that, because when I tell y'all last night I was in so much pain, like I couldn't go to sleep. I didn't have any more decongestion pills, and I had called. So after I called crew services, they suggested that I go to like an urgent care there or a CVS there, because I was like, I want to get tested for COVID, because these are the symptoms of COVID, right? The flu-like symptoms or whatever. So I asked her, would the shuttle take me? And she said no. So I was like, I'm just gonna go here tomorrow. But she had some Tylenols, and she brought me up a water and some Tylenol. So I took 2 Tylenol last night, and I probably didn't get to bed until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then they put me on 2 deadheads today, one from Rochester to Detroit, and then Detroit to CBG. And so I took 2 Tylenol before I left the hotel this morning. But honey, yesterday when we came, so we left Charlotte on a deadhead to get to Rochester, and we had like a 3-hour sit. And so, before we got the passengers boarded and everything, the captain told us that, it's gonna be very turbulent, so y'all just sit down the whole flight. Cool. We get everybody, everybody boarded and stuff. You got to do your compliance check. So I'm going through checking for seat belts, and I come upon this lady in 18A. Now, granted, she's a larger woman, so from my personal experience and, doing this job now for 9 months, I kind of can see who's going to need a seatbelt extension and who's not, okay? I didn't say anything, though. This time I handled it with tact. But, so, I said, ma'am, do you have your seatbelt on? She said yes. I couldn't see it, of course, right? I didn't even see it on the side. That's how I know that she didn't have it on. Cool. So I'm doing this while I'm walking towards the front with my safety demo bag. So I get to the front, do my safety demo, and of course I'm coming back, making sure everybody got their seatbelt on. But before I come back, I grab a seatbelt extension, and I grab a water for a passenger that had asked me for water. So I'm coming back, doing my compliance checks. I give the young lady her water, and then once I get to row 18, I said, ma'am, I apologize, but I need to make sure your seatbelt is on. And she was like, what are you? Are you racist or something like that, she said. And I was like, no, ma'am, but I do need to make sure you have your seatbelt on. And wouldn't you know it, she did not have her seatbelt on. And so she, pulled it out all angrily or whatever. It doesn't fit. I knew it wouldn't, but I didn't do that. Thank you. I handed her the seatbelt extension. I said thank you, and I went on back to my seat. But I don't take that stuff personally, because I know that people who are angry and nasty on this airline, it's because it's a projection of their inner world, what they're going through, right? So yes, she's a racist, right? Because here I am, this brown-skinned woman, questioning her and giving her instructions, Yeah, that's my job. So if me doing my job and asking you to comply with the seatbelt regulations on this aircraft makes me a racist, then so be it and so it is. So be it and so it is. But you're gonna put that seatbelt on or you're gonna get off the aircraft. As simple as that. And it's just like, if y'all don't want to comply with the regulations of the aircraft, don't fly. Right? And here's the thing, the captain announced that it was going to be turbulent. So I need for you to stay seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, because I will not be turning off the seatbelt sign. Like, you think you're gonna go, and why would you even want to put yourself in that, she don't care about herself. She don't love herself. Because otherwise you wouldn't have put up a fight. Bonjour, power friends. So I'm going to inject this video right here into the vlog because it is December 9th, and I went to the urgent care, and I do not have COVID, but I do have strep throat. So and it felt like COVID because strep is in fact a viral infection. So, you know, the aches, the chills, the headache, the, you know, scratchy, sore, dry cough presents as the flu, but it actually is strep throat. So I just wanted to let you all know that, just in case, you know. And I had a little scratchy throat. It started, I think I told y'all that it started the morning of my layover in Savannah, you know, the second day of the trip. I took some decongestion thinking that something was coming on, you know, so I would take some decongestion to try to, you know, kind of nip it in the bud or slow it down, so that way once I got home I would be able to attend to it. But no, once I got to Rochester, it was like bam. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, you can continue watching the video. Right? You would have just complied, but you don't even care about your own safety. Because had it been more turbulent, I don't care how big you is, you're gonna come up out of that seat, and she would be the one to sue the airplane, right? The aircraft carrier, because she's not following directions, right? This is the whole blame game. Let me blame somebody else for my issues. No. And you know, I never want to seem insensitive, but it is okay for you to ask for a seatbelt extension. Like, I wish larger passengers would understand this. We're not there judging you for asking for a seatbelt extension. If you need a seatbelt extension, ask for it. We're more than happy to give it to you, but you sitting up there lying about it, knowing that you're supposed to be in the seatbelt, it's mind-boggling. I will never understand the thought capacity of some of these passengers. I will never understand it. And so, you know, I went ahead and submitted an ASAP because, you know, passengers like that, again, the blamer, right? It's all your fault. You're the racist, and I'm not. I'm just doing my job. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm not a racist. Am I going to bow down to you and think that you're the superior race? No, because I know that's not true now. You know what I'm saying? And I know that this right here is just the vessel. You know what I'm saying? But so many people feed into that mentality, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, I hate to say this, but you know, that CEO getting killed is just another, you know, indication of the revolution that is upon us. You know what I'm saying? Because people are tired. Like, we know who we are now. There's so many more people awakening to their true self and who they truly are. And it's just like, no, you're not going to continue to take from me. You're not going to continue to do this. You're not going to continue to do that. So, you know, kudos for everybody standing up for themselves. Now, I'm not saying that that person killing the CEO was right. But sometimes it does take radical things to happen for change to occur. It does. You know, I don't think that the CEO should have gotten killed, but let's face it, and me having a medical background and having to deal with United Healthcare and Blue Cross Blue Shield and Humana, you know, and Medicaid and Medicare, and how they deny people who need things, and sometimes people in life or death situations, and people have gotten denied and died. So, you know, and again, you know, the energy that you put out in this world is going to come back, and this is what is happening. And it just so happened to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? But these CEOs being greedy and just constantly taking from people when there's no need. Like, you have more than enough. Why do you need more? Greed. And that's all that it is. So, you know, the energy that you put out, you're going to get back. And nobody knows when you're going to get it back, right? So, this is why I do my best to watch the energy that I put out there, and I walk away from people, because, you know, you looking for a fight, and I know that the war is within you, because I fight my own battles, and I'm not projecting that shit onto anybody, and I'm not going to allow anybody to project their shit onto me. So, well, overall, a good trip. I wanted to say, and this might be TMI, I don't know if these could be also symptoms of going through the change. Y'all know I'm 49, I'll be 50 in March, but I have not had my cycle, and it usually comes around the 1st or the 2nd, and today is the 8th. And so this morning when I got up, there was a little spotting, but I have not had my cycle. So I don't know if it's switching to, you know, because usually my cycle goes with the moon, like the full moon, the new moon, and stuff like that. So I don't know if possibly it's switching this month, or if I'm going through the change. But I'm about to look that up to see if these are symptoms of me going through the change. I haven't been like hot, so I've only had like chills and feeling really cold and weak. Even like I couldn't even get my doggone bag in the bin, in the 200 bins, and I've worked at aircraft before, so I know my bag fits, you know, but I could not get it in, and luckily the flight attendant got it in for me. But yeah, but my neck hurts, my head hurts, so I'm about to eat some fruit, because I don't even really have an appetite. But I got pineapples, I got this orange that I got from the hotel, so I'm gonna eat my fruit and I might drink some tea. I may drink some orange. I got some ginger ale, so, but probably take me some Tylenol and lay it down. But this is the end of this vlog. Thank y'all for being here as usual. If you are new to the channel and you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and like the video. Hit the bell for notifications if you want to be notified when I release new content. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you so very much for your support, for your love. I appreciate each and every one of you. That's all I got. I'll see y'all in the next video.